there's the hard way or the easy way to do just about anything, right? And I really want to encourage you to always think about the path of least resistance, right? If we think about how we can go about landing clients and the different mechanisms that are available to us, really, there's a lot of different ways, right? We can do cold outreach and send email blasts and cold call and drop in at offices. We can do inbound marketing, put out content, do webinars, stuff like that. We can like run our own ads on Facebook and on Google AdWords and try and build awareness and get people to opt into our world. We can join associations and do speaking. We can look for joint ventures and things like that. And all of that can work. And you want to do a little bit of it. I find that a diversified approach tends to work best. But I was on a coaching call with Bruce Safran a little bit earlier today, and we were talking about his background and kind of his area of expertise. And Bruce has a really strong business background. He's bought and sold businesses in the past. He's got a great network of people that know, like, trust, and been exposed to his value in the past. And he was trying to figure out what's going to be the best way to go out and land some new clients and kind of get some momentum in his new agency. And his mind automatically went straight to the cold outreach stuff. I'm going to get a list. I'm going to start doing some cold broadcasts. And while that's effective, really the path of least resistance would be to say, let's think about the sphere of influence. And whether you've got a big network like Bruce or you're just getting started out, start with your sphere of influence. Start with the people you've done business with in the past. Start with the friends and family that that happen to know business owners or are in business. The people that kind of are in your sphere, right? Because that's going to be the path of least resistance. If you can find someone that you've known, that you've talked with in the past that knows you and offer your value, that's going to be a low resistance meeting to get and a low resistance sales opportunity to have. And even, the step beyond that would be to get them to introduce you. So even if that sphere of influence doesn't directly work in the niche that you're trying to work in, like we work with plumbers, right? I can get an introduction to someone I know that's in home services and say, hey, look, I just wanted to reach out. I'm starting a new agency, or I'm trying to work with plumbing and HVAC companies. Wanted to pick your brain for a minute. And they'll say, sure, let's chat. And you have a chat, and at the end, they feel like they know you, they feel like they trust you, they feel like they understand what you're up to, and they kind of feel like they're part of the journey that you're trying to build. You're trying to build a successful agency. And so they're going to be thinking about, who do I know that runs a plumbing or HVAC company that I can introduce them to? Or, hey, my buddy Bill runs a plumbing company. If you want, I'll make an introduction. And he introduces you over to Bill. That's the path of least resistance, right? Work the sphere of influence, get those people to introduce you, and especially if you're just getting started out, especially if we're just trying to get our first handful of clients, that way we can get that introduction and get the case study client where we knock it out of the park for them and we show, hey, look, this is what we did. This is the results that we got. And then every other client thereafter isn't as much of a chase. It isn't as much of a struggle because we've got proven results, right? And so in all areas of your life, in all areas of business, be looking for the path of least resistance. What's up, Joseph? Joseph is on. He says, literally 10x my monthly revenue after reading your book. That's amazing, man. I'm so excited to hear that. Thank you for sharing. That's awesome. I'd love to hear what were some of the strategies that you put in place that worked great for you. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for joining me on this quick live. So that's all I wanted to say today. In your implementation, in your client acquisition, and everything that you do, think about the path of least resistance. And by all means, start with your sphere of influence, the people that you know, the people that know you, the people that you have some type of background with, because that's going to be the fastest path to high quality appointments. So that's it for now. Let me know what your thoughts are in comments. Hopefully this sparked some ideas that you can kind of shortcut. If you're not tapping into the sphere, do it now. I promise you it's going to be an easier way to get some momentum going right out of the gates. I'll talk to you soon.